WrestleMania 41 show is done, but the shockwaves are still shaking. Welcome to Wrestle Kingdom. Latest news. Speculations are that Stone Cold Steve Austin was drunk on the show. Dwayne Johnson The Rock explains his decision to skip WWE WrestleMania 41. WWE had a major WrestleMania 41 entrance planned for Rey Mysterio. The reason why Lex Luger missed the WWE WrestleMania 41 Hall of Fame introduction. CM Punk's emotional message after WrestleMania 41 main event. Flair and Tiffany Stratton went physical on the match, and so much more. Speculations are Stone Cold Steve Austin was drunk because he had multiple crushes before going to the ring. WWE WrestleMania 41 Night 2 took an unexpected turn when WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin made a surprise appearance, one that quickly became the talk of the night. Stone Cold Steve Austin was driving his ATV to announce the evening's official attendance, but the entrance did not go quite as planned. As he attempted to drive up to the stage, he missed the intended ramp and also crashed at the dead end, and WWE crew members rushed to help him to free the vehicle. Once back to the truck, Stone Cold Steve Austin resumed his entrance and continued around the ringside, but the chaos was not over yet. As he circled the ring, the ATV crashed into the barricade, and WWE President Nick Khan was spotted checking on her immediately following the impact to ensure that she was okay. On Twitter, WWE Podcast shared a video of Stone Cold Steve Austin crashing before going to the stage, and with the latest rumors and speculations that he was drunk while driving. Dwayne Johnson The Rock explains why he skipped WWE WrestleMania 41. During an appearance on the Pat McAfee show, Dwayne Johnson The Rock addressed his absence from WWE WrestleMania 41, explaining why he stepped away from the storyline involving Cody Rhodes and John Cena. During the Elimination Chamber Toronto, John Cena turned heel alongside Dwayne Johnson The Rock and also Travis Scott. The final boss told Pat McAfee that he felt it was best to step back from the build-up of Cody Rhodes for the John Cena match at WrestleMania. He said, "I don't want to be involved in that. Let the final boss step back in the shadows. Let all the spotlight go to John Cena and Cody Rhodes. Let's not make it about Cody Rhodes' soul or John Cena's soul. Let's let them do what they do." I called John Cena after Elimination Chamber and also called Cody Rhodes, and I said, "I think the final boss work is done. We have established it. We just pulled off the greatest angle in the history of professional wrestling." WWE had a major WrestleMania 41 entrance plans for Rey Mysterio. PW Insider Elite is reporting that Rey Mysterio was originally scheduled to make a nostalgic entrance at WWE WrestleMania 41, complete with iconic leap from the stage platform. However, those plans were scrapped after he sustained a groin injury during the finals episode of SmackDown before the event. As a result, the special entrance was cancelled entirely and no other talent ended up using the step. In Rey Mysterio's absence, Rey Fenix was brought up into a last-minute replacement to face El Grande Americano. Rey Fenix was reportedly well received backstage, earning praise for both his performance and his willingness to step up into short notice. There are reasons why WWE Hall of Famer Lex Luger missed the WWE WrestleMania 41 Hall of Fame introduction. Lex Luger was inducted into WWE Hall of Fame as part of Class of 2025. The induction ceremony took place on Friday night, with the inductees introduced the following event at WrestleMania 41 inside the Allegiant Stadium. However, Lex Luger was noticeably absent from the Saturday's festivals. Speaking on the Ariel Helwani show, Lex Luger expressed his absence. He said, "It's wild how that stuff catches fire with everything that happened. By Saturday morning, I could barely get out of bed. I called the guys and they were really cool about it. They said, 'We would love to have you down here. Let's see how you feel later in the day.' But by the afternoon, it was clear that I wasn't going to make it." During his Hall of Fame speech, Lex Luger said he took a bump before the Hall of Fame. WWE superstar CM Punk shares an emotional message after WrestleMania 41. CM Punk headlined WrestleMania 41 Night 1 against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in triple threat match, when Paul Heyman betrayed both of them, aligning himself with Seth Rollins and also now with Braun Breaker. Following the event, CM Punk posted a heartfelt message on Instagram writing, "There's too many people to thank. I didn't get here alone. I've been lifted up and comforted in bad times with people, family, who have always believed in me. It wasn't a straight road. I took the long way. Along that way, I've learned lessons. I have been wrong. I have been right. I have been mean. I have been humble. I'm grateful for all the lumps, the good and the bad. What's certain is that you get back what you put in, maybe not instantly, maybe not tomorrow, but never say never. With a full heart and gratitude that goes to 11, I am overwhelmed and in search of the perfect words to describe my last few days. Thank you, I love you. If it was the last one, it may very well have been the best one. Zoe Starks takes aim at Liv Morgan WrestleMania 41 attire, calling her OnlyFans. WWE superstar Zoe Starks takes aim at Liv Morgan's WrestleMania 41 attire. Liv Morgan was wearing a red outfit inspired by the songwriter Olivia Rodrigo. Zoe Stark tweeted, "I grew up believing women had to fight twice as hard to earn respect in this business. Is this sports entertainment or OnlyFans? Evolution." This is the second time that Zoe Stark takes aim at wrestlers' attire. The first time it was toward Rhea Ripley. Backstage updates on Flair and Tiffany Stratton going physical on WrestleMania 41 match. According to PW Insider, the highly anticipated clash of WWE Women's Championship lived up to the hype, but it also drew attention for its physicality. The in-ring action was noticeably stiff, with the backstage sources telling PW Insider that Flair was really laying it in during the match. At one point, speculation arose that Tiffany said her mouth was bleeding or even broken tooth due to intensity of their exchange. However, following the event, Tiffany Stratton clarified that she is still okay. Despite the heavy strike and physical tune, the match proceeded without any major interruptions, though the backstage buzz highlighted just how hard-hitting the bout really was. Backstage updates on WWE keeping secret of the Becky Lynch return and also Joe Hendry. WWE took extreme measures to prevent any of their big surprises from leaking ahead of WrestleMania 41. Determined to preserve the shock factor, WWE went out of their way to keep certain performance involvement under wraps, going so far as to omit their name and also from internal documents and live production run sheets. Joe Hendry, who made a surprise appearance to face off against Randy Orton, was kept completely off official material and remained hidden backstage until a moment before his entrance. At first, it was planned for Becky Lynch to team up with Lyra Valkyria, but then he was replaced to Bayley. And after that, Bayley got injured and Becky Lynch came back, who returned to team up with Lyra Valkyria, who also not listed internally. She was spotted rehearsing in the ring area that day. Even so, WWE tried their best to keep her return under the radar. WrestleMania 41 declared as the most successful event in WWE history. WWE is celebrating a record number for the WrestleMania 41, calling it the most successful event in WWE history. The event held at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas set a record for gate revenue, viewership, merchandise sales, sponsorship, and social media interactions. WrestleMania 41 attendance were more than 100,000 fans over 2 nights, representing a more than 100% increase in viewership from previous year and also more than 1 billion social media views throughout the weekend. Original plans for WrestleMania 41 revealed. A new report has shed light on when several WrestleMania 41 matches came together, as well as some bouts that were cancelled. A whiteboard scene in a teaser for the upcoming WWE Unreal Netflix series offered a glimpse at some early creative discussions, and Fightful Select has followed out the additional insights. Many of the matches listed on the board were not finalized, with some wrestlers appearing multiple times in different potential matchups. One match that was under consideration was the Weight 6 versus the Judgment Day, but both Dallas being sidelined disturbed those plans. Reportedly, many of those wrestlers involved were never formally approached about the idea. Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax was discussed internally, but due to Nia Jax's status, the spot ultimately went to Naomi. A title match between Flair and Tiffany Stratton was listed, but had already been locked in December, even before Flair returning from injury. The Queen Flair was also known as potentially teaming up with Becky Lynch to face Io Sky and Asuka, though talent were never paid that match. Becky Lynch at one point had been approached about a different match also, and WWE superstar Asuka is not medically cleared yet. At the time, WrestleMania 41 plans for CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Gunther, and Roman Reigns were still in flux. Both Roman Reigns and CM Punk were mentioned twice on the board. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair was also listed, with Io Sky later added to the mix. By mid-January, sources say Jey Uso versus Gunther had been locked in. As for Randy Orton, the internal word is that he personally chose Joe Hendry as his opponent after Kevin Owens was sidelined with injury. Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens had been in the long-term plan. Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles versus Logan Paul were also matches that had been in the works. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more wrestling news and wrestling content.